December 27, the special holiday wrestling spectacular getting underway. Scheduled to square off an individual competition, we'll see dynamic co-holder of the tag team championship, Rick Martel. We shall also see Rick McGraw meeting individual competition on this card in Baltimore against Fred Blassie's latest find from the Orient, Killer Khan. From there, many other matches on the card, including the 6'9" 335 pounds of Hulk Hogan taking giant steps back to the squared circle to take on the only undefeated giant of professional wrestling, Andre the Giant. Notwithstanding that match, as well as the others on the card, the eyes of the pro wrestling world will focus on the match it took 10 months to make. The rematch has been signed. Ken Patera against wrestling's living legend, Bruno Sammartino. And our guest now, Mr. Patera, along with his manager, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling.
McMahon, is Bruno going to have his manager in the corner with him? You know he should be managed if he isn't by Colonel Sanders, because Sammartino has to be the biggest chicken that ever came into the ring. You ran and ran and ran and hid, but finally the persistence of Ken Patera and yours truly paid off. Ken has the match that he's wanted with you. Now what are you going to do, Sammartino? Tell him, Ken, what you're going to do.
Well, first of all, Bruno, forget about the technical techniques of professional wrestling, amateur wrestling. Forget about all the holds. I'm going to run you ragged. You brag and talk about how finely conditioned you are. You run 6-7 miles a day. You do 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000 free squats. Still bench press over 500 pounds. This and that. Well, throw it all out the window, Sammartino, because when I'm through with you, you're going to be stepping on your tongue. You're going to be looking for an ethyl pump, baby, because you need gas. You're going to need more gas when I'm through with you, because you're looking at the finest conditioned athlete in the world today. The finest conditioned wrestler, the strongest athlete in the world today. How much more do you want to listen to, Sammartino? Because you better start listening instead of running your fat mouth. You think that you're sick and tired of me. How do you feel? How do you think I feel about you? Huh? Because you're going to be sitting in a hospital bed New Year's Eve. And the only thing you're going to be able to do is count your money. Because you're not going to be making any more after I'm through with your Sammartino. Because I know that you have a weak link. And that weak link is your neck. And the swinging neck breaker is going to finish you.
Grand Wizard, along with Ken Patera, who has put many a man out of professional wrestling with the same hold he made reference to, that swinging neck breaker, the swinging full Nelson. Ken Patera apparently hoping that he can do the very same thing to Bruno Sammartino. Many of you recall it was Bruno Sammartino some maybe 4 years ago that had his neck broken. So apparently Ken Patera hoping to capitalize on what he considers to be a weakened conditioned as it relates to Bruno Sammartino. Well, now our guest will be wrestling's living legend, Bruno Sammartino. And I would suspect, Mr. Sammartino, that you are, as you pointed out last week and prior weeks, looking forward to this extraordinary holiday test.
I most certainly am, Vince, because, you know, I hope that the fans believe me when I say that I try to get a return bout immediately. I approached Commissioner Sullivan and so forth, but evidently it was impossible. I've been told, not once, but many times, that Patera and the manager were not anxious for the bout. Maybe it isn't so. I don't know. All I know is that I wanted the bout. I wanted it badly because I did not want to leave Baltimore, a place that I've been wrestling for so many years, with an undecided bout, because it was undecided, because when a bout ends into a draw, the common thing to do really is to have a rematch so that it can be straightened out as to who's the better man. And this did not come about till now, 10 months later. But Patera can tell you all he wants that I was running and hiding and I didn't want no part of it. All right. That's a lie. That's a rotten lie, but that's okay, because the important thing is the bout has been signed. We will be there the 27th, and you know, Vince, I can tell you how I feel, and I do. I feel great. I feel strong. I feel my stamina is terrific.
You never look better, I can tell you that.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The point is, but no sense standing here right now with you and boasting exactly what I'm going to do to Patera. The thing is, we're going to go in that ring, and we're going to let all the fans in Baltimore judge as to who the better man is. That's all I want. I wanted this bout to leave those people to judge, and the 27th at night, let the fans decide who the better man was.
Thank you very much, and indeed the fans will decide as Bruno Sammartino meets Ken Patera.